So yeah, we got a sweet new microphone, thanks to Zach. Can't see it on the screen unless I show it to you. Let me show you the front. It's a blue Yeti.
And it's wonderful.
But it's red. Yeah, so I mean, it's a red Yeti. A red blue Yeti. It's a purple fucking Yeti.
No, it's still blue.
Yeah, I know.
Yeti. Because that's
the
name of the company.
It a blue Yeti.
Well, the company's name is Blue.
Yes, I know. Being a smart ass.
Stop being a smart ass. This is a serious conversation.
Not really.
No.
Anywho.
So hopefully everybody had a good 4th. Kept all your digits.
Yep. I kept all my digits. I mean, today I put a 3-inch framing nail through my finger.
Trigger discipline.
Dude, it had nothing to do with that.
So you had a negligent discharge is what you're saying?
The gun does that. It's 30 years old.
Just saying, you had a negligent
No.
discharge.
I was putting together a partition to put in a wall, and when I hit the first nail, it double tapped on it because the spring's all goofed up.
So you
it double tapped, bounced off the side of the board, and went through my finger.
So you had a negligent discharge on a unregistered NFA item.
Yes.
But no.
But no.
If we're going to get technical.
It's not really a firearm. It
You're
wouldn't
right,
fall under NFA. It's a framing nailer.
It's a nail gun.
Yeah.
It has the word gun in it.
Yeah. You can see the entrance hole there. Where it scratched a little bit before going in. That's the only reason you can tell I really put a nail through my finger. I mean, there's a little spot where it came out. But, I mean, it was hanging out like that.
Nice.
3-inch spike. I'm like, son of a... Father-in-law turned around and goes, what? I said,
hey, I shot my finger.
He's multiple times. He's nailed 2 fingers together.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
What the funny part is how many rounds did you say you put? Imagine if this was real life ammo. One, he wouldn't have a finger.
Yeah.
Which I had to literally explain that to him when I replied, imagine if this was real ammo. And he goes, I know. He said, imagine what it would have done to my finger. And I was like, what finger? And he thought I meant what finger he shot himself in the nail with. I actually meant what finger he would have left.
Yeah. It went over my head on that one.
Yeah.
But the round count I put through that nailer in the last year is pretty darn close to 1 million.
Yeah, imagine if that was real rounds. How many times you would have had, to put a new barrel on and re-barrel it. And, oh, my God.
Because you figure there's somewhere between 1,000 and 3,000 nails per box. And in the last 4 days, we've emptied a box and we're in the second box.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, and we framed garages and put all kinds of other stuff up. I mean, we use the nailer a lot. So, yeah, I wish it was an actual round count out of my toys, not my work toys. But it is what it is. Anywho, so, because it's so close to the 4th of July...
Should we just start the show?
Yeah, screw it. We're just going to start the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of the Daddy Brigade podcast. I'm Keith the Bearded Tank.
I'm Zach the Tactical Gnome.
And this episode, it is Friday the 12th when we're recording. We took last week to do freedom stuff. I mean, dog, whatever. Because it's 4th of July. So, this week...
Well, you did freedom stuff. I did... I guess you could consider it freedom stuff. But I went...
shot Roman candles. And
I shot at a coyote.
Oh,
and
that's freedom stuff.
And then
You're planting a freedom seed in a coyote's rear end.
Yeah, and then... well, actually, I didn't shoot. I was spotting. Our friend Scotty did the shooting.
Enough.
And then went to watch my brother-in-law's band play and some of our other friends at the Outcast Mentality family reunion.
Hey, Hively's watching.
Speaking of people that were at the Outcast Mentality reunion, Levi Hively, how's your head doing, bud? I had to suture his head back together in the parking lot.
That chicken's out of control.
Oh, yeah. No, dude, like, remind me to show you the pictures. Our one friend, I will keep his name out of this part, because nobody needs to know who he is, but came back as Major Beef. Major Beef is a time-traveling hardcore person, and if you need to find out more, Crowd Turn talks about it. But wrapped in barbed wire, with a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat, a Kevlar motorcycle helmet, and a red bandana, waving a big giant-ass Crowd Turn flag. And did a couple guest vocals, and it was just awesome. It was an awesome time. Good to see all the bands. Good to see my friends from Denver. Good to meet some new guys from out of town that I haven't seen. Good to see Brian from Chicago, from the band Drowning. It was just good to see everybody. It was a good time. And thanks to my buddy Connor, he gave Levi a bunch of stage-used drumsticks.
Nice.
Levi was ecstatic.
Oh, yeah.
I just did exactly what I said I wasn't going to.
They were actually all very stage-used.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, they are.
Levi won't be break.
They were Zildjian. That's what I always use. But
No, which ones are there?
I don't know. They
He's sponsored. He gets them from somebody. He's sponsored by.
Vader?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the only marking on it.
I don't know. They're nice sticks.
Yeah.
Somebody can do the.
I was on drumline in high
Somebody
school.
can do the Motley Crue better than I can. Yeah. So here
No,
we are
still
twirling
not.
sticks on live, not even talking about what we're talking about.
Ah! Don't stab me with it. I've been stabbed enough today.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I literally put a 3-inch framing nail through my finger because
We've already talked about that.
not on.
Yeah. at
Okay,
the
well
beginning.
we're still going.
Yeah.
We're
still
going.
gonna talk
my
about it.
finger's bugging me. Damn it!
Well, you
Negligently discharged. If somebody could talk. But yeah, this week we are going to discuss the Article the 4th, which people nowadays know as the Second Amendment. Which,
Look what I found.
oh snap!
Another one.
Nice.
You want this one?
I don't care. Whatever.
Well, if you don't want this one, you can have the regular.
I'll have the regular, you have the other one. 1-on-1, bro. So,
This episode brought to you by Budweiser Discovery Reserve.
we are not getting paid by them.
We're not getting paid by them, but damn, it's good.
AA, Assholes Anonymous.
And I've also talked to a couple of guys from Budweiser. They occasionally fly through. And
Nice.
I planted a seed in their head. They may be doing more of these. The one guy that I talked to said he'll bring it up.
I still have a bunch of those. I'm going to make Christmas. Save those. Do not throw them away. Rinse them. I make Christmas trees out of them for Christmas time.
Okay.
Are we picking her annoying voice up?
No. Cardioid's only picking up here.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah, nothing in that direction is getting picked up.
That's wonderful.
Right?
I like this mic already.
Yeah. So, yeah, Article the 4th. Wow! As she beans my computer with flying things.
What is it?
It's a bag of dicks.
That's what it looks like, too. That's seriously what it looks like. It looks like a bag of tell me, folks, that doesn't look like a bag of dicks. I mean, it's
Bag of a dick. I mean,
well, it's a bunny mouth with the pacifier thing on it. Why do I want this? Anyways.
Oh, well, it must be picking her up a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Thanks,
whatever.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, she does have a loud mouth.
You better watch yourself, man.
I know.
I mean,
He's signing his own death warrant.
yeah. So, Article the 4th, which everybody nowadays knows is the Second Amendment. What people nowadays don't know is it's not an amendment.
My rights.
Yeah.
But
here-
my rights.
Here's the thing. The Constitution wasn't written in American English. You can't use Merriam-Webster's dictionary to figure out what these words mean. You have to use the Oxford Dictionary because it was written in British English. which is entirely different. You have to pay attention to the capitals, the capitalization of words, and all that fun jazz.
And the states, and the countries, and the... Oh, wrong capitals.
Yeah.
Cheap toy.
Originally the states were their own sovereign identities. The United States of America was a union of individual states into one large cooperative. I'm trying to think of a better word to use than cooperative.
A co-op?
That's an abbreviation. But, yeah, I can't think of another word. Anywho.
Country?
Essentially, they were their own countries, and they were in a union with...
So they were trying to make their own continent, basically, type thing. No, too far.
Yeah.
I was never good at this.
It's a country made up of a bunch of smaller countries. And they're taking so much stuff out, and they're not teaching this. Like, I literally, half the stuff...
So that would be a continent, then?
No. A continent is just one large landmass, like North America. There's actually, Mexico, Canada, the United States.
Okay, whatever Africa is, what is Africa?
That is a continent.
And it has a bunch of countries in it.
Yes.
And it makes up one big country, continent of
Continent.
Africa. Yeah,
but yeah, the continent of Africa is composed of all the different countries. But the continent of North America is made of the United States, Canada, and
Canada.
Mexico. Well, I guess you really wouldn't.
Blame Canada! Anyways.
I don't know if you can count Mexico as part of North America.
It's
more Central America.
Yeah.
But you get the point. But, so, the states were sovereign at that point. The Constitution was written out to limit the federal government on, it says anything. Yeah, I'm looking at my paper.
Well, don't look at the paper, because basically you're looking down at the camera.
Yeah.
I think
we need a teleprompter. Just take my hat off.
No, I was going to say, you got to do something with the hat. Jesus, you look like Doug in that picture for a second.
Oh, Fox isn't calling me my brother?
No, I'm just saying how he had his thing. Wow, I didn't realize I have a shark snuggie behind me.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
But any power not specifically written out in the Constitution.
My nails, man.
Oh no, you can sit in on this.
Any specific power not given to the federal government specifically by the Constitution is...
I'm an asshole.
We're not going to make it through this episode. Because we've got... Yeah. There's no kids here tonight.
Nope.
His little ones aren't here. My little one is at Bunker Hill Track Depot getting his yee-yee on. And by yee-yee, that's country speak for yeehaw. This one over here keeps bitching about his finger. I think I'm the only normal one. That one's complaining about her nails.
No, I've been complaining about my nails for a fucking week, ass.
I mean, if we're going to complain, my job sucks. I got singled out at work.
For what?
Damn! You see this? This is what I catch. Instead of catching these hands, I catch these boxes.
D's nuts?
I was going to say, at least it ain't D's nuts.
Well, if D's got nuts, you better hope it's Damien and not Desiree.
Or D-Bo.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I got singled out at work. I'm not allowed to wear my gauges.
Oh, that's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the two females can wear theirs.
That's bullshit.
It's sexist.
Yeah.
But,
I see Lake side yard starting to go down finally.
Yeah.
So...
Well, do we want to get into, I feel like we're jumping around way too goddamn much. Again, and we did it the way I want to do it, and we're still jumping around.
Yeah.
Story of your life.
I feel like the song from, House of Pain should be playing. Jump around. Jump around. Yeah, we won't.
So.
And you're being judgmentally stared at by the rabbit.
Yeah, well, the rabbit can go suck a dick.
He's happy.
What up, Opie?
Josh?
So, anyways, real quick. So, the weather up here yesterday went at least in my area, kind of went south real quick. There's trees down all over the place.
I missed the rain by half an hour at work.
Yeah. Well, the weather's been kind of goofy. With these high temperatures, the storms have been blowing up. So, with all that said, the weather sucked. Trees fell. Neighbors have been cutting trees up. I had to pick up the yard with all the limbs. Some trees fell on some people's houses and went through some people's garage, landed on a van. PA keeps flooding because...
Everywhere it keeps freaking flooding because the ground is saturated.
Actually, no. I want to know. I didn't catch what road it was, but they literally had water up to the top of the Jersey barrier, like the K-rail.
Holy crap. What?
My wife's standing waving a tiny little American
flag. She's standing
flag.
on the chair because she's short.
Other than that, okay, now that we've got all past that... Wait, wrong sleeve. Damn it, I hate reverse cameras. America, now let's get back to where we were. We were way the hell off topic in left field. I really feel like we should discuss it like this.
Yep. Now we just need a cigar. But, you know. No.
No, we have a vape, though.
So.
Now we look like a bunch of stoners on here.
We sound like it a little bit, too. But yeah, I mean, each state was given its, sovereign powers, and I don't even know where I'm going now. I've done derailed it.
Do we have to literally restart this whole thing?
No, I'm just gonna.
You can always edit it for actual.
I don't know. I mean,
read what the actual.
Okay.
First off, read what the actual Second Amendment says.
Okay.
Second Amendment.
Article,
so people.
The 4th.
Are you reading the one that's on the Constitution or the amendment?
Yes, right there. Article the 4th. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Capital S state.
Actually, I think that's all. No, that's not all.
The
capital.
Right. Of
Emphasis right here.
The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now.
Is that 27 words?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes.
27 words. 27 important words that everybody should know.
Yep. I will link. You know what?
I should just say, first person that says, "We get it, bro, you vape," we'll send a sticker to.
Yeah.
First person.
Give John his stickers.
Yes.
Okay. There it is.
Anyways, you have somebody. No, she can't. Well, it bothers her, honey. So I'm puppy sitting currently.
Yep.
Over there, you want to sit with me?
I'm gonna get this link and put it in the.
So, anyways, I kind of got this whole idea because I've been listening to another podcast, which I would love to actually possibly do something with them guys, and I will tag them in it. But if you have seen any of the 2A lifestyle memes or anything like that, I've been listening to his podcast, 2A Leo. He's got some cool stuff, and I've been listening to a lot of it. Some really cool stuff. But he did one on the Second Amendment for 4th of July, and I kind of was like, you know what? Maybe we should do one, because some of our people don't listen to those people.
Yeah.
Holy crap, there's bunnies everywhere. Sorry.
And my eyes are playing the shifty game like, should I go get the 22? Should we have bacon wrapped bunny?
Yeah, I mean, as tasty as it would be, rabbit's out of season.
They're baby bunnies anyway. It's all babies in the side right now.
I know. I don't give a shit.
I don't think
we shoot deer out in the...
Whoa, you poacher.
It's on your own property.
Anyways.
It's on private property and as they're damaging the crops.
Yeah, well, bunnies are damaging my hot peppers.
They haven't gone anywhere near them.
Bull! One of them got chewed up.
That was a fucking chipmunk.
Language?
Okay, so the link that I just put up in the live video, that is the link to the Library of Congress to read the actual document of the Bill of Rights.
How many articles?
There are 12 articles. 12 articles. Yes.
So basically, it's a small novel.
It's 3 pages printed out. Well, technically 2. This one's got, the different history of
Being a smart ass.
I know you are. But now the Constitution itself, on the other hand, is that big. And there's I can't even remember how many pages there are because the pages aren't numbered on here. But yes,
I hope our sound quality sounds good. Like that's really all I'm like. That's one of my big concerns.
yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But
I know that probably picked it up. Did it?
yeah.
Oh,
right
nice. There we go.
So, a well-regulated militia.
What exactly is a well-regulated militia, Keith?
Well, a well-regulated militia, you have to keep paperwork, including member information, which includes their training, any training that they've done, or anything like that. It has to be, you can't just be, grab a group of guys that run around and act all Rambo.
I thought that, but that's all the fun.
Yes, but you have to have the paperwork to go behind the training that
but
you do.
America and
You can go do that all you want,
but
but you can't
America
call
and
yourself
shit.
a militia.
well, you can, isn't that, But never mind. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, just. And you have to train. You got to train regularly. Keep those certifications. Keep your training up to date. Because your training. If you don't do it for long enough, it's not like riding a bike. Your proficiency is gonna go doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo the longer you go without doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Go right on down. So
That's actually just funny that you brought that up because that's brought up right in the section of the book, my book that I'm reading.
yeah.
If you all didn't catch the last one, so I've been reading this book called Violence of Mind by Varg Freeborn. The book is amazing, and I suggest everybody go pick it up. I've had 2 people pick it up since I've been talking about it. We'll discuss that a little bit later.
Yep.
But it's a good book.
Being necessary to the security of a free state, which means a militia is individual, a well-regulated militia is individual to each sovereign state.
Does that include California?
Yes.
And New York?
Yes, they're still
And
a state
Illinois?
in the Union.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I know a lot of great people that live in those states, and it sucks.
So do I. I just wish they didn't.
I know.
Well, look at what my friend Bobby just posted.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm not even going to get into that part. But in the actual Article the Fourth,
fuck yeah.
state is capitalized, which means it is its own entity, not, lowercase s state just refers to a general, I don't want to say
State of
landmass.
mind, state of being.
Right. A capital S state is a sovereign identity, like Ohio, Florida, Georgia, even California,
You didn't mention our neighbor?
Pennsylvania,
There you go.
West Virginia.
Pennsylvania. Well, that's
That's a
actually
city.
No, Pennsylvania actually is just the area from northeastern Ohio, from Columbiana County, through PA, through Enon Valley, Beaver Falls, Beaver, Darlington, Chippewa, all the way down into like Midland, back down around, kind of down into West Virginia a little bit, through East Liverpool. So like that area, that's considered Pennsylvania.
Okay. Dueling banjos. So, say Ohio's militia, they are for Ohio only.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Okay.
But
Now that we've got that out of the
yeah.
way. I think We both had too much today. I think
It's just been
it's been one of them days.
I spent the last 4 days framing a house in 90+ degree weather
I spent
with no shade and no moving air
from 9 until
in an
almost
air conditioned building.
noon in an air conditioned building. You are right, but having to deal with a very pissed off 5-year-old because he had to get allergy testing done today.
Oof.
If any of you know my kids, most of you guys do.
Oof.
My child turns into a Hulk, and the kid has a little bit of a fear of needles, because the poor kid's been tortured
Chloroform.
a lot with needles, having to go to doctors and everything else. He's got bad allergies, and we come to find out he's allergic to everything. Except the bunny.
Environmental stuff, cats. And
All environmental stuff. So the typical things that everybody are allergic to. Pollens, all that fun
Yeah.
shit. Here we are off topic again.
Oh well.
Why the hell do we do this?
Why the hell do you do it?
Story of my life.
You follow suit, though.
I know.
You could just, backhand me.
Give slap you.
You slap me, I'm slapping you back. Somebody did that at work the other day, and I
Oh boy.
about swung.
Yeah. Anywho. Yeah. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, the Oxford definition.
Oh, we're going to go by the Oxford definition?
You have to go by the Oxford definition.
But maybe
That's a universal.
I'm being a smartass, Tanya. Wait, maybe I don't want to go by the Oxford definition because didn't we already beat the British?
Yes. Here's the thing.
Oh, speaking of which, hey, real quick. This is slightly off topic because it has to do with the Constitution. So, 1776, beat that British ass. 1812, beat that British ass. World War I, saved the British ass. World War II, saved the British ass. 2019, the U.S. women's soccer team beat that British ass.
Yep.
And then went on to win the World Cup. Except we don't like the U.S. soccer team because of their captain, who is a commie bitch.
I just don't like the captain. I could care less about the rest of the team.
Actually, except for the one girl. The one
Yeah.
girl saved the flag.
Yeah.
Props to her.
Yeah.
Which I think I already bitched about in my one video.
Yep.
But I'm going to sit down here because I feel like this is better.
Works for me. So, the Oxford definition of to infringe.
To infringe?
Actively break the terms of a law, agreement, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Or to act so as to limit or undermine something or encroach on.
Really? I thought it was the stuff on the edge of the pillow that was...
That's the fringe, not infringe.
But, if you're on it, wouldn't you be infringe?
That's E-N, on fringe. But anywho, what it actually means, infringing on your gun rights, or your rights to bear arms would be putting any kind of law, license, limit, fee, fine, blah, blah, et cetera, on it. Which, guess what? Has been done a lot.
You mean the NFA?
NFA. Concealed carry licenses.
Yes.
Okay, yes, it's a license. But I think you should have to... I do believe to get a concealed carry license, you need to go through a class. So if any fee should be
But the
paid...
license itself is unconstitutional. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but...
Now, don't get me wrong.
I
They
think
need
you
training
need a...
before they do it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs training before you do it.
Just because you have a CCW doesn't make you a gunfighter.
No, it doesn't.
Unless you're Keanu Reeves. Then...
Do you see? Okay. I'm
No,
gonna,
I haven't
I'm going to
seen-
go off topic.
I have not seen John Wick 3
No,
yet.
I wasn't going to ask you that. It's a picture of, what's his butt? Star-Lord. Whatever his real name is. Sitting with that.
Oh, yeah.
It says, what are you doing? Time Traveler asks what you're doing. He says, oh, I'm just going to watch John Wick 3. He goes, oh, yeah, he's still an actor. He's not president yet.
And he's like... Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I did see that, yes.
The only downfall of that, he's got to give up his Canadian citizenship.
Have we... Since we're off topic again...
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm going to save that for later. Let's get through this.
Okay.
And then I'll talk about the 400,000 people storming Area 51.
Oh, God.
We'll get on that.
So, it's plain and simple. Any gun law is unconstitutional by the Constitution. And it is not an amendment. It's an article. Articles cannot be changed. Amendments can. The Constitution has been rewritten 3 times unconstitutionally and unlawfully. What do you want?
Question. So, correct me if I'm wrong, though, but states supersede federal government, right?
Yes. If the Constitution does not specifically give the federal government the power to do something, it is up to the state. And state governments have rolled over and taken it in the rear end. Because they've...
How does California and New York and them get away with their gun laws?
Very carefully.
Without violating the Constitution.
They already have law. I mean,
I know.
every state has.
I'm trying to play this for the people that don't pay attention.
Yeah. I mean, there's no
Hopefully
way around
people
it.
that are on listening to our podcast are paying attention.
I hope
Or
so.
work for the federal government and are listening in to try to pinpoint our location.
That would be hard.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, any state that's got a concealed carry law has infringed on your Second Amendment rights.
You really had to think about that.
No, I was stifling a belch.
Oh.
I thought you were getting sidetracked by the background noise over there.
No, that's... you know how... Dude, I have 4 kids. Well, currently 8 ferrets and 3 dogs and a bearded dragon in my house.
He's a loud ass.
8?
We just rescued another one, and we've got one of my wife's friends' ferrets because he's deaf, and he needed bite training.
8. You have 8 of them, little rats.
Yeah. They're not rats. They're closer to cats than rats.
I'll take the sound.
I don't give a
over there.
fuck. They look like goddamn rats.
They're carpet sharks.
They are. They are. They're actually really cool.
I have a rabbit that thinks
That's the
he's
only
a
thing.
cat.
The only thing I don't like is they
Our
do
ferrets
smell.
would eat
but
your rabbit.
He's
Yeah.
sitting in a
Like
box in his cage.
They do.
right
They
now.
do smell. That's my only problem with ferrets. But I think they are kind of cool.
Most of them have been...
They're like little weasels.
Yeah. They're like domesticated badgers, to be honest.
Thieving bastards.
Yeah, they like to stash stuff.
They hoard.
Not as bad as chinchillas,
No,
but...
I call bullshit on that because I know freaking one that literally, while I was sitting there petting it, tried to take off with my keys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, no.
Chinchillas are worse, dude. They're
I want
worse.
a chinchilla.
If you get a chinchilla white, you'll kill it.
Yeah.
They've got like 80...
It's like they're like freaking
Well,
gremlins.
damn it, I can't have.
Can't get them wet.
It's something like 80 hairs per follicle. They'll never dry. They'll actually mold out and get
Yeah.
sick.
So you just hair dry it.
No, you can't. Kill it.
So that way you just put it in an oven and wrap it in bacon.
Oh my god. I know everything's
I don't
better
know
than
who that
bacon.
is.
However,
Neither do I. I don't know who you are, Kristen, but hi.
I have no idea. I really have no idea who that is.
And if I do, sorry if I offended you because I'm...
I mean,
Anyway.
considering we're live in our group, somebody had to have added her to the group. I'm going to have to go back and look through it because I have no idea who it is.
Like-minded people?
Oh, yeah, I don't care. I just got to figure out who she is and who added her. Just
Here
because
we
I'm
are
curious.
off topic again.
Yeah, I know. Anywho, so, yeah, the link I previously shared was the Bill of Rights. The link I am going to share now is the actual Constitution. The correct one written originally, not the one that has been unconstitutionally and unlawfully changed. The one that's... It's not the one that contains amendments. It's the one that contains the correct articles. Why do I keep trying to hit that button?
I don't know, but I really wish you would stop trying to hit that button.
I know, me too.
Friday.
Yeah, because Friday and... So, yeah, that
I
link...
like this new mic.
Yeah, I love the new mic. It's awesome. So...
Good me. I did good.
Yes, you did.
He said he was on eBay buying stuff. I'm like, what the hell are you buying now?
Did you just fucking pat me like a dog?
Maybe.
I need more alcohol to deal with it.
Anywho,
Chafing motherfucker.
I recommend you follow these links and read.
Well, that's going to be hard because some of our followers don't know how to read.
That was rude.
I was only kind of calling out Richard Schneeman.
Okay, he's gonna pistol whip your ass.
That's okay.
I don't know if he's still watching.
Yeah, if he's
We
not
have one
watching,
viewer. But
Richard Schneeman, we love you. Thank you for doing the job that you do. No, don't put me in there. I don't want him to see me. Damn it. He's a popo. I don't want to have to deal with that.
well, you done brought it on yourself.
For how many years, dude?
Yeah.
Probably like most of our lives. We've been friends. So, yeah, I've brought it upon myself since then.
So yeah, I mean, that's what I got because it's important. That's the big part. I mean, the whole freaking document's important.
Yeah.
Read it.
But the Second Amendment,
it.
what it means is we should be, as people of the United States, should be able to have firearms
It
no matter
doesn't-
what.
The Second Amendment has nothing. It does not apply
Well, I'm
to
sorry.
any guns. It applies to the freaking government. It tells them they cannot touch our guns.
What about our cannons?
Nope.
Because you know that's actually was a common weapon back during
And
then.
the way things are going, next thing you know, knives are gonna be fucking banned.
Like
Yeah,
freaking England. Freaking stupid.
Oh, yeah, that's great, dude. I talked to them all.
You have to show an ID to buy a little kid's utensil set
Yeah.
because it's got a freaking butter knife thing in it.
Yeah. Actually, I talked to a lot of people that are traveling to England and stuff at work.
Nothing
And
against my English friends, but your government sucks balls.
I don't have any English friends,
I
so
have a couple.
your government sucks fucking dick.
Guns or ban knives, you got a
There.
Yeah.
I said it for all of us.
And
Hey,
people are going to
hey,
say,
England.
it applies only to muskets.
Hey, England. Happy Treason Day. I actually got to wish somebody that.
Nice.
I actually wished a dude from England that. It was cool because he come through and he's like, Happy 4th of July. And I looked at him. I was like, Happy Treason Day. And he turned around. He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. And now how our people roll over. Oh, we're going to take 40% of your income and you're going to, and everybody's okay with it. But back
Just
then.
40%?
Right? Yeah, I wish. Back then it was like, we're going to
God,
charge
you and me
3%.
look tired as hell, man.
Well,
So we're pretty much... So basically, I should be allowed to own a cannon. And actually, in the state of Ohio, it is legal to own a cannon.
powder cannon? Yep.
Any cannon.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
Or does that apply to, like, the recoilless rifle?
I think so.
Because that's technically a cannon.
No, well, see, you can't fire any projectiles out of it except black powder, I think.
Yeah.
So, black powder charge.
Therefore, I can't.
That's what I said,
But-
black powder cannon.
Well, no. I can get a freaking one of the anti-aircraft cannons and put a charge through it.
Can I stick it on top of the barn to be an asshole?
You can't have a projectile coming out of it, basically.
Oh, no.
So you can fire blanks.
Yes.
That's dumb.
That's what she said.
It's the state of Ohio.
He didn't catch me at all.
No, I'm trying to ignore that because there is a name on the tip of my tongue that I don't want to say, and I will get punched if I say it.
Snippy, snippy.
No. It has nothing to do with Snippy. You just have to know the story. It involves somebody that she's related to.
Oh.
Let's not go there.
That's all I'm saying. Anyways. So.
Intro
That's-
music?
Huh?
we talking about intro music?
Well, we're getting... Hold on, let's
No,
fit...
no. The person associated.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, well, you're like, did we talk about
Like
it?
the joke about the giraffe.
No, you were asking if we talked about intro music.
Start playing.
Anyways. Wow, dude. Like, you couldn't have made... Like, fuck. Anyways, so I think we...
She got it?
And I've been up since like 5.
She gets a lot of things.
Oh my god, I need more alcohol with you.
Oh, God.
I think we should just scrap this whole podcast. Like, it just went downhill.
No, we're gonna use it.
Oh, wonderful. Just wonderful. I think we should just scrap the whole idea for the podcast and restart everything over.
That's kind of hard. Everybody's heard half the shit already.
Nope, we'll just restart it over. We're just gonna start it.
Doesn't work that
We're
way,
gonna
bro.
start it all over. We're just gonna start the whole entire thing over. Start at episode 1. We're gonna call ourselves the Daddy Brigade Podcast, version 2.0. No.
No, we could do what, like seasons? This could be the end of season 1.
Oh no.
No?
No.
Don't be that guy.
We ain't playing fucking Game of Thrones type shit over here, dude. This is fucking
I've
checkers.
never once watched. I've watched a total.
This
of
ain't
5
checkers.
minutes of
This
Game of
is
Thrones.
chess. Is it chess or is it checkers? I don't know. How do we?
I thought we were playing backgammon.
Really? I thought we were kind of playing Connect 4. Like we're trying to get to that point.
Oh,
Or connect the dots.
Anywho, yeah.
Wow. We've all had a long week, and this is probably one of the second worst episodes we've ever done.
At least I don't have to edit out 3 minutes of the F-bomb.
You may.
I'm annoying. You might have to.
Nobody cared, I don't think. I think that was okay.
Not really. I mean, I just have to mark it explicit.
Yeah, well. Ugh. I'm offended by that.
Oh,
I'm super offended by that.
I would be too. I had Taco Bell before I came over.
Cracker Barrel.
Anyways.
That name offends me.
Yeah, why isn't it not called Caucasian Barrel?
Am I? Oh my! I'm gonna have drunk in 2 days.
Yeah, well,
So, we have 400,000 people trying to bum rush security at Area 51.
It's not in their death wish.
I hope somebody fucking live streams it.
oh god, yeah. I want to watch
I
that
really
shit.
want to see that. Like,
I want to see this boogaloo shit going on.
no, that's not even the boogaloo. Like, that's just. I know nobody's going to show up, but
Keyboard warriors.
I think it would be hilarious.
It would be freaking great.
And I love how the people are like, oh, no, nobody would, none of those soldiers would shoot any of those people. What people don't realize is once you pass that sign that says use of deadly force authorized,
Yep.
yeah, you're fair game.
Yep. Target practice.
5 feet.
Oh.
I think it'd be entertaining. Like, just put, like, a bunch of drones with live feed
Yeah.
on them. Like, even put the military, let the military fly them. Like, just let us have some
Hey
live
guys,
feed.
here, fly this. Let us stream it.
Yeah, just let us stream this real quick.
You know you're gonna
You know.
die,
Alexa,
right?
fly the drone.
Put it on pay-per-view or something. Make some
Yeah.
money off of it. I think we could have something here. That was a Jeep.
I know, those are some loud ass tires.
It's called the country, yo.
This ain't the country. I don't want to hear it.
This is
Compared to where I live right now, yeah, it's country.
no. This is
Compared to where I
technically
grew
the
up.
country. Remember, I grew up 5 miles down the road that way.
I know where you
Go
grew
down
up.
there, hang a right on a certain road, go out just far enough, and you're gonna start hearing banjos. You're gonna want to run.
There's a bar down there called the Redneck Riviera.
I grew up in the only county in Ohio without a 4-lane highway or a Walmart. So you ain't got to tell me shit.
Are you sure?
Positive.
They still don't have a Walmart down there?
Nope. You have to go into Jefferson County.
Oh,
Jefferson County,
and yee to you too.
Tuscarawas County, or Stark County. Carroll County has
Yee to you
zero
too.
4-lane highways and 0 Walmarts.
Well, congratulations.
Yep.
Douche canoe.
My closest neighbor to my property down there is a quarter of a mile.
Okay. So you live in the sticks. Well, soon to live in the sticks. If you ever work on that house.
Yeah.
Anyways. Wow, this is like kind of shitty. Why is it?
It is what it is. I don't know.
Why?
It's been a long week. Didn't really do the prepping I should have done.
I think we probably should
I'm still going to put this shit up.
yeah.
But we're going to revisit this.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Lots.
Oh, yeah, we'll probably revisit this a lot.
But
People are still shooting fireworks off.
Oh, I know.
I love it. I
Freaking
love
yesterday, I thought the kids were upstairs beating on the wall or something because, you know, my youngest likes to shake his crib so it hits the wall.
Yeah, I seen your wife's post. I hate fireworks. I still like
Did
fireworks.
you see somebody else's post before Stevie deleted it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'll tell you about it when we're not on the air.
Ah. America.
America.
Freedom.
Know the Constitution. Join your state militia.
Oh, just throw it out there. Why don't you?
Why not?
No, I'm just saying. Why don't you just throw it out there?
Yeah. Throw what out where?
What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. If you're in Ohio, located in northeastern Ohio, get a hold of me. Message me personally.
Not him. Me.
Why you?
Both of us, actually.
Either one of us. It doesn't really matter. I will list off the counties that apply
Mahoning.
to us. Mahoning, Columbiana, Jefferson, Harrison, Trumbull,
Stark.
That's not what I wanted.
Carroll.
Pretty much, it's pretty much northeast Ohio. Which, let's see. Let me pull it up.
If you're an Ashtabula, you're shit out of luck.
No, Ashtabula falls under second. Huron, Lorain, Cuyahoga, Lake, Ashtabula, Geauga, Trumbull, Portage, Summit, Medina, Ashland, Richland, Stark, Mahoning, Columbiana, Carroll, Tuscarawas, Harrison, and Jefferson counties.
Can you say that again?
I can.
No, I mean Tuscarawas.
Tuscarawas?
Tuscarawas. Yeah.
It's Tuscarawas.
It's Tuscarawas, ain't it?
No, Tuscarawas.
I know, Rosie. Keep rolling your eyes.
Tuscarawas.
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 Yeah, no, it's
You
Tuscarawas.
two are to sit here and fight over that.
Yes, we are, because that is the most complicated freaking name in the state of
Children,
Ohio.
I need to put you both in timeout.
You think that's the most complicated
No.
name in Ohio? What about freaking Janaden Hutton? Exactly.
Janaden Hutton?
Yes.
That sounds like some Kentucky bullshit.
No, it's a city.
Actually,
in Ohio.
that sounds like some West Virginia bullshit.
I think it's in Coshocton County.
I'm just saying, though, like,
Yeah.
one of the most, like, screwed up
Tuscarawas.
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 That's what I said.
It's phonetic.
Tuscarawas.
No.
The dog's even over here.
Yeah. The dog's like laying there like, oh, shut the hell up.
We are both in the Ohio Minutemen Militia, which is yeah, you're hiding yourself. Going all Antifa on us over here with his face mask.
Trying to hide from the government agents that are possibly watching this.
Oh, dude, they've been watching us a long time.
I just don't want to get reported for work.
Oh, well.
It's
Well, you're fucked.
It's an illegal government. And you know what? Fuck you.
But
You know
yes,
I'm going to walk into work Sunday and
like
get
I said,
fired. So
if you're on Northeast Ohio and you like your gun rights and you want to learn more about the Constitution and prepping and survival stuff, contact myself or Zach, who's poking me in the arm for no apparent reason. And we will work on getting you recruited. We can set up meet and greets. We actually have one scheduled for Saturday, July 20th from 12 to 2 in Canfield. So, yes.
message us for location.
Yep, message us for more info.
Because we don't need any snitches. So we're not going to put
Snitches
it
get stitches.
on there. And end up in ditches.
My sister-in-law hated me for the longest time. I taught my 8-year-old niece snitches get stitches all the time because
okay.
she would tattletale.
That's okay. My mom hates it because I told Levi snitches get stitches.
Yeah. Unless it's going to physically cause bodily harm to somebody, I don't care. Natural
That's like I have
consequences.
snitches at work.
Yeah, we all. Well, I don't have snitches at work because I work for my father-in-law.
The nice part is we're live on the page one, right?
Yes, from the podcast in the group.
So nobody from my work's actually in that one, I don't think.
We're live in the group,
But not on actual Facebook.
broadcasting as the page, not one of.
But
us.
we're not on like your Facebook page or my Facebook
No,
page.
we're
Okay,
in
good.
the group. So
Fuck TSA.
I got nothing else at this point,
Man, this one's short again.
dude. We're at
Your children
50
got
minutes.
Work night.
I know, this is like short.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
awesome.
technically short, but
Work night. Plan out future.
yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
we're going to
have
just
be-
probably cut the podcast here and have a little bit of a work night. Or do you have to go home?
I can work for about a half hour.
Really? You got that short of a leash tonight?
I've been here for almost 2 hours.
I guess you have.
Yep. So,
All right. Other than that, Tactical Gnome,
keep the bearded tank.
Daddy Brigade
Brigade
Podcast,
Podcast.
out.
We are wolves of